Yeah, because my video for the trading went very good this time, I guess. I'm going to be talking about how you can just not get scammed in trades. So let's give an example. Hiei and Zushi equals 1.5. Pika worth 2.5, Magu is 2, and other legendaries are 2. Tori equals about 4. If you see Tia and Zushi for Pika, and you have Pika, and you have Hiei and Zushi, Hiei and Zushi is about 1.5, 1.5. Pika is about 2.5. So that equals 3 equals 2.5 because Hiei and Zushi is about 3 numerically. Pika is about 2.5, and they do not equal each other because Hiei and Zushi worth more than Pika. Hiei and Zushi plus Mera for Pika and Magu. Hiei is 1.5, Zushi is 1.5, Mera is 2, Pika is 2.5, and Magu is 2. Now that equals Hiei, Zushi, and Mera being 5, Pika and Magu being 4.5, and they're not equal to each other because Hiei, Zushi, and Mera were worth more than Pika and Magu numerically. Tori for Hiei and Zushi and Mera. Tori is 4. Mera, Zushi, and Hiei is 5. And I don't know if you guys will kind of accept these kind of trades, but if I were you, I would just keep Hiei and Zushi until they kind of buff it maybe next time. Mera, but because the fruit values cannot be, determined numerically, but I'm just giving an example that 2 legendaries do not worth 1 legendary, no matter how bad they are. They worth more than rares because at this rate, rares are just trash. And there's so much people offering too much stuff for something that's going to be nerfed next update. Pika's been nerfed a couple times, a flight nerf. The Lunjo is buffed, I think, I don't know, but Pika isn't comparably the best food in the game, but it may be for some people. I'm not saying that it's not, just saying that I don't think it's right to offer so much for Pika. I think that's just my point. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for fruits. Comparably, Tori is about 4 according to my numerical chart, so it's worth about 2 Logias, maybe a bit more than Hiei and Zushi, just those. Well worth the Tori if you add a bit more to them, but worth changes over time as time progresses. So let's say that Tori maybe about 2 Logia and something else, since now you can trade items for it. But trading 4 Logias for it, come on, man, you're just kidding me. Are you just a hardcore Marco fan or something? And if you're not, I don't really recommend getting Tori because, as in the other video, the recent video, I talked about how Tori isn't the best food you can ever get. So yeah, moving on. So pretty much summarizing what I just said for the first 4 minutes of the video. Just saying, don't offer 2 fruits for 1 fruit unless you're too desperate for the fruit, because for some reason I can't really stop you from doing trading even 3 fruits for 1 Logia. The 3 fruits being any random 3 legendaries, even adding a couple rares on it. My hands are already off. That's not my business. Just saying, if you don't want to get scammed, don't do it. And now on to items. First off, unobtainable items, don't consider them too much because they're not the best. You think Candy Cane is just good because it has that ice move? No, it's actually very bad. A lot of people can perfect block it unless you're like, it does low M1 damage because there's like Trident and stuff. There's also Vicento and all of them stuff. So I'm just saying, consider those. If you are like a Mago user or a Mara user and you have high damage on Devil Fruits and all you need is support from like, abilities like PA, like freeze stun move, then you can probably have Candy Cane. But because now Neptune Trident worth so much, even without with the M1 damage nerf, this 3.5 update, a lot of people still tend to use it because it's very OP still. And yeah, so like there's like other choices. There's substitutes for unobtainable weapons if you can't get them. So try to approach for those first. But if you're too much of a fan of this weapon, unobtainable like Candy Cane or Balquet, because they have like the Candy Cane as a block breaker and the Balquet has the love charm thingy, with both of them have either heal on stamina or health. So if you're just too fan of those, I guess maybe even Santa Bills, because now it just heals way more than before. I guess Santa Hat. What's wrong with you? Why would you want to offer for Santa Hat? Opet, you must be mad, my buddy. Why are you offering so much for just an elf hat? It's trash. Santa Hat as well. Don't get it. I just have it, but I'm not going to trade it just because I'm barely going to trade any of them because I'm not a type of a person that's going to trade for life in Grand Prix Online. Unlike those people who are so lucky and have every single items in the game. Not those type of person, but don't really care if I'm not those kind of person anyway, so. Okay, so now moving on to items that are obtainable. Pole with trash. Yellow hammer. Because it's obtainable right now, it won't be that much worth it. Maybe the minions, the bunnies will worth more later, for like people who uses strength-based stuff like black leg people, the demon step people. Maybe those people, maybe they might use instead of using the CB score, they might be choosing minions because I don't know reasons. But I'm not saying that it's bad or anything. I'm just saying CB stuffs. Except for Katana, they're going to worth at least one Logias for each. Fulls are probably worth about a Logia and more, like legendaries like Trunks or Neptune Trident. Vicento is gonna fall in worth because it's very slow, but because it does mad M1 damage, it might rise as a chance if they make it faster as well. It's kind of slow, so it's kind of not that good. Neptune Crown. Man, oh man, why are you offering for Neptune Crown? Go grind for it. Same goes for all the capes in the game. Go grind for it. Same goes for if you really want katanas, go grind for it. They're not legendary. If you're trying to go for a rare item, just try to farm for it. Don't trade for it. Logias are too good for them. Maybe legendaries. I say that worth about one Logia, as Logia rarely is legendary as well, so there goes that. Honestly, there's some things. There's this chart made by this Boost and 7 guy, but there's a lot of things that I don't agree with about him. Especially Kane is worth Pika and something else. I won't say that it's wrong, but I won't. If I had Pika and something else, I would not offer it for something like King. Rather offer it for Neptune's Trident. Maybe even jump at it. Or like CB Starmer full set. CB Mask. Core. If I don't have minions, I probably would have asked for minions. Not sure if that's actually for sale or trade or anything, but you know my point. So if you're trying to go for a rare, as I said, I'm gonna repeat myself. Go grind for him. just don't try to trade for him. Legendary, consider grinding, but after about, I don't know, like 50 even 20 tries, try 20 tries, maybe consider trading after 20 tries, and if you don't get it, or maybe if you're a type of person that is dedicated, then just grind until you get it. Now the worth of Tori, wait, did I even say this before? I'm just like stupid. I think I said this before. Tori is about 1 or 2 Logias, but if you're trying to trade items for it, I recommend this. Core, CB's full set. Those two, and if those two don't work, add drums. And if those two don't work, quit it. Go to another person. And finally, on game passes, Coffin Boat, Striker, and Hoverboard are the only ones I'm going to focus on. How am I supposed to explain this? Don't trade these if you have them. The only reason you'll ever trade these is if you know for sure you're never going to regret it. As this also applies for other trades, but this in specific. If you know you're going to regret that you're going to trade off the Coffin Boat because you don't have any fast boats, don't trade it. If you know for sure you're never going to go back to Mera, don't trade. You can trade your way Striker, and if you know that you're never coming back to Zushi, you can't trade off Overboard because you can get it back as a drop. But Striker, there's no Striker drop. It's like 3,000 Robux for one of them. And if you know for sure you're not going to regret it, you can go trade away Striker. Hoverboard, honestly, should worth less than Coffin Boat or Striker because not a lot of people use Zushi anymore, and therefore it's only like 75 speed. Honestly, it should be 85 in my opinion because it's like worth way more than Coffin Boat by 800, I think. So it should actually at least be 80 in speed, not just 75, maybe even 85 in speed. I don't really know. I've never really tried Striker without the Mera, so because my alt has Striker. But yeah, so pretty much to wrap things up, just gonna say this: if you have game passes, just or anything that worth a lot, don't do trades that you're gonna regret. That's it. Thanks. A friendly reminder that the Charm Fruit, the tournament for that will be held very soon. Thank you for watching, like and sub. Please like the video and sub to my channel. Let me get 15